Distributed infrastructure. It is considered as the one of the top trend in the technology world. The third trend brings together cloud and edge computing to help companies move computing power further toward the edge of their networks, enabling them to reach data-hungry devices with far less latency in a greater number of locations that are even more remote, and to accelerate decision making with advanced analytics on demand. This trend will help companies boost their speed and agility, reduce complexity, save costs, and strengthen their cybersecurity defenses. By 2022, some 70% of companies will employ hybrid or multi cloud management technologies, tools, and processes, which are the hallmarks of distributed IT infrastructures. This shift toward distributed IT infrastructure will be reflected by a rise in the software sourced by companies from cloud service platforms, open repositories, and enterprise software as a service SaaS providers from today's 23% to nearly 50% in 2025. If current trends continue, with the potential for this to jump to 80% if adoption accelerates. This is the graphical representation of maturity and applicability. Combined momentum score is 45. Momentum score is the weighted growth rate across six categories: investments, news, patents, companies, research publications, and search trends. The first three categories are illustrated above. Why it matters. Business implications arising from Trend 3 include the democratization of IT infrastructure, especially computing power, and a corresponding shift in importance way from IT capabilities towards software development skills and the talent it requires. Driving this shift is the move to more centralized as a service models of delivery enabled by cloud technologies as companies abandon more traditional on premise IT infrastructures. This shift also suggests new, more modular configurations of business. Organizations built around platforms of activities and technologies that target specific business goals, including digital transformation. New talent requirements, more system architects, for example, lower costs and higher innovations. Distributed infrastructure potential disruptions. What it includes is the growing computing power of edge devices will allow AI to run locally, for instance, as it automates processes and tasks or optimizes warehouses and logistic networks. What are the applications include the utilities, education, what is the education criteria and the manufacturing criteria, and the technologies beneath the trend include the cloud computing and the edge computing. Two computing systems are involved in this: the cloud computing and the edge computing. Edge computing enables companies to capture, monitor, and analyze data locally and close to its source while reducing the amount of data sent to a centralized data hub, increasing speed and significantly reducing the latency.